Yo, what's good? Hey, listen, how everybody doing, guys? Thank y'all for joining me for another episode of the Chris and Chris podcast show. Right now, I'm live on location at the Memphis Music Room, and I got a very special guest right here, my sister from another mother right here, guys. Won't y'all give it up for the first time on the Chris and Chris show, Monee Phillips. What's poppin', Monee?
Hey, what's going on? Thank you, Chris, for having me.
Hey, look,
of course.
We've been trying to do this right here for a moment for those that's been watching. We've been trying to do this for a moment.
With our schedule, it's
I swear to God, for real. And it's supposed to be at 5, but I'm like, look, I'm already set up.
Yeah.
Why don't you come here?
Yeah.
The people at the Memphis Music Room, they just rolled out the red carpet for your guy. You feel me? And I'm blessed.
Yes, yes.
For real. And you are too, indeed.
Yes, most definitely, man. And you just don't know how good it feels to have people to lay the pathway for us, to do media, any place of business that let us do this type of work, and to help not only for us, but to help y'all. You know what I'm saying?
You guys right there, for real. Those that's watching and those that's listening.
Yeah.
For real. And you know, Monee, you've been like basically a celebrity talk show.
Yeah.
You know, to those that's in the Memphis area and those abroad that's been seeing you. Yeah. And it would just only be right for me to have you on the Chris and Chris podcast show because I have our celebrities on here.
All right.
And you know, this was where we had Anthony Hardaway.
Yes.
I had Earthquake here. I had what's my guy? Billy Sorrells, Wildin' Out was on the show.
Yes.
Just to name a few. Scarface Al was on the show, on the Chris and Chris podcast show. So, I hold you close to that as far as the city and the things you've been doing for the unsigned artists and making sure that people, not just only in Memphis, get the exposure of seeing them, but people abroad, because your show reach a wide audience.
Yeah, we all over the world pretty much. Man, it just the experience has been real. I only been this will be my 4th year in August, 4th year anniversary. And it seems like everybody said it seems like it's been forever, but just laying the pathway of just being a model, and then also being an actor, all of this like come together as one, and you just don't understand that having those many talented things that I do really still helps y'all.
Right. It still helps you guys. You feel me? The more she gets seen, the more she able to do for you guys.
So the more stuff that I got my hands in, it's like I'm still able to still cater to artists while I can get their music on movies. And I'm with Rip Entertainment Films, of course, as a wardrobe stylist. Also, I also am an actress with him, and he looks for music people to put their music in the movies. And the movies I've been going viral with Criminal Man, and man, we've been having some dope movies out here, and we still looking for new music to put in the movie. So it helps you in all kind of ways. And not only that, being a wardrobe stylist, I've been actually getting the opportunity to broaden by putting your brand in the movie. So these people, celebrities, and I'm talking about you star people from Tubi, Detroit. We got Detroit actors all in the movies, and they are popular. And so I dress the main characters with their paraphernalia or whatever. People contact me and let me know they want their brand in there, and that's what I style them in.
Okay.
So it's a good look for everybody, right?
Yeah, that's good for everybody all the way around the board.
Yeah.
That's interesting that you said that right there, for real, because given the fact that you're allowing artists, and not just artists, I mean, it could be a business, it could be, whoever that's trying to brand themselves abroad from, where normal eyes see your brand.
Yeah.
This is a great opportunity right here because, as you hear Monee said, this right here can help your brand awareness by being in movies, playing on Tubi and other streaming platforms. Amazon Prime. Wow.
Man, we all over. We got some more platforms for. I think it's Paramount. It's a whole lot of more platforms that we have laid the foundation on. But to give that opportunity, and people see something in you in both of us. Right. They see stuff in us we don't even know we looking at. We like, okay, we sticking it in, but somebody said, well, you a model, so we want you to style, because every time we put you in a movie, you always sharp. So we want you to style the main characters and get them in some clothing. I like, oh, okay. Well, I know a lot of boutiques, and I know a lot of people that got their own brand. It was nothing for me to do that, and I think I done blowed a lot of the brand, the people that have their own boutiques. They mind. Like after they have seen some of the movies, the premieres we had, and I had boutique owners that had wedding gowns. We got those in there. Man, it's just amazing that people allow me to help me in the process, but only not to help me, but help them. Push themselves in their brand, and it's all over the world. People get a chance to see. I'm like, how great a blessing is this, y'all?
That's why. I think so many of us need to understand that grasp that concept. Just doing something just because. You feel me? And you doing that right there, it serves a higher purpose. Because again, man, people knowing about these people brand that you could have just said, you know what, hey, listen, I'm just going to do mine. You feel me? Like I'm just going to push my stuff out there. But you opening up the door for a whole lot of others that wouldn't be getting that exposure right there, and I think that's a beautiful thing.
Yes.
Real. We don't have a lot of that here.
No. People always they think about themselves. And they want. If I have a movie, if you putting out a movie and you think, well, I got my own clothing brand, I'm like, that's dope. There's so many other people that you can broaden to. You know what I'm saying? So I just look at it like that. I said this last night on my show. It's like, no matter, it's not me promoting the Monee Phillips show, but at the end of the day, it's by me helping each individual that come on my show. So whether they are artists, or whether they have their own business, or they are writers, movie producers, whoever they may be, it can help them all the way around. I'm in the business to help people. I'm not in the business. Really, the Monee Phillips show is what it is, but I really wanted to help so many people to get that exposure. You know how many people do not promote themselves? Do you know that? It's people out here, man. It's a lot of business that folks don't even know nothing about. You be looking like, you held a business. Like, wow. Like, if you ain't social media, y'all feel like that's the only way you can really broad. But yeah, that's fine. You can advertise social media, but what about commercials? What about talking about how you got started? People love to hear a testimony on how you got started. And man, because you could brighten and help someone else who's thinking about doing the same thing, right? So that's what I look at it when I do my talk show. It's pretty much to help people, if they had even an idea of doing something, they can really say, I just heard this lady testimony and I was stuck between a hard place and I want to go ahead and try. Ain't nothing but to get out there, but it's easy said and done. But when people start and crawl before they walk, they'll understand the perspective of it. I never knew that the podcast have come to a podcast, to a TV talk show, and now worldwide. Like, no, I didn't expect that within 4 years, this year, 4 years. No, I didn't expect that, y'all. I really didn't.
But the hard work you put behind it, though, and that's what we're trying to let them know, that you got people like yourself, me. I look for those that's doing their thing, that's moving and shaking in the city, as far as like unsigned artists that's doing their thing. Because I have another podcast called the Chris and Chris Show. It's called the Indie Live Spot. This is the Chris and Chris Show.
Yes, right.
I try to give those unsigned artists a platform to be seen and be heard, and that's why the idea that I have, as far as just having it so to where a lot of us as podcasters, TV shows, media, period, being up under one building here in Memphis, and just giving those artists that experience to where if you had a media run, if you don't know what that feels like, artists, unsigned artists, like independent artists, that means you exactly what you guys see the mainstream artists do. You see them going at one radio station, you turn around, you see them at another podcast being interviewed, you see them turn around there at $1 Million Worth of Game, you turn around there at the Breakfast Club, Ebro in the morning, you turn around, they had Big Facts, so it just keep going on and on. So we want to be able to create that. I want to be able to create that, but I need some people that's dedicated, that's serious, because it'll help a whole lot of unsigned artists because they're not getting that, and ain't nobody plugging to do that.
Oh yeah. And I tell people all the time, and the reason why I came from not doing the podcast to actually the TV talk show was to give the artists and a lot of other people that have their own business experience of being on a live TV show.
Right.
It's like you will go to see Wendy Williams or Sherry them show, and you normally see those doing performance level. I wanted them to bring the heat when they on TV, because this is actually, the performance is everything. If you can't perform,
right,
your music is okay, but if the performance is everything.
If you can't perform your own music.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people are learning how to be a performer. And I'm telling them, like, you not always gonna have a DJ.
Right.
You might end up having a band or something, but if you gotta be creative and be a performer, that's what it is.
Right.
It's not lip singing or none of that. You got to be able to, perform your music if you wanted to sell. So that's what I came up with, having a TV talk show. My vision came up with that because I already was out there being a model. I knew so many people in that area. So it wasn't hard for me to get, guests on the show.
Right.
But I was like, okay, I got the artists on the show, and we play their music, and all you doing is just sitting down, bumping your head. And I'm like, man, I want a stage presentation. I want them to be able to actually perform it. So that way, when people see you performing everything, you go both ways. You either get booked for the event, or people get a chance to hear your music and how you perform it. They gonna want to copy that right hand on.
Yeah.
So that's what my idea was about the show. And as it kept going, I never knew that I was going to come outside of the show.
Right.
Meaning that I was going to be doing media, interviewing celebrities. That was a whole nother blow. Like, whoa, wait a minute. Monee took off this way. Yeah. And I was like, I had to conduct myself. Now, y'all don't understand how it is being a media person trying to interview a celebrity that you would always see on TV.
You got to breathe.
And you be like, okay, now I gotta act like they just normal. So what I do, a lot of celebrities, when you interview them, most of the time it's hard to break their smile. Woo, baby, they be so, yeah. I always come up with something to talk about to make them laugh. Now, I ain't saying I'm a comedian, but this is what I do because I want to bring them to a level where they can be just not be like, I'm celebrity, I'm this, I'm that. I want you to be calm and cool, collected,
Because I'm not gonna lie, I need to look, because I froze when I did the interview with everybody.
See, that's what I'm saying, and it was nothing for me.
I ended the interview so fast because I was not prepared.
Yeah.
Mentally, what am I, like, to ask him anything, and I didn't want to, and then I'm hearing Sherry, she's like, so, but yeah, I love to get a chance to do that interview over because he's the only guest that I did an interview with to where I didn't have anything to say.
I could understand that, but I took myself out of being the fan and just being, just being a person.
Right.
And I wanted them to feel like being a person. Like when I had Lisa Ray beside me at the Iconic Awards. Lisa Ray, we know Lisa Ray. We know. You know what I'm saying? So, she was like, girl, I broke my shoe and this, that, and we got to talk, and they were like, come on, Lisa, we got to go. She's like, I ain't through talking. They want to continue to talk, but, I give the people this sense of vibe, and everybody I talked to did not want to leave my platform because, well, who I was and how I was to them. And I treated them like, you just, man, you human.
Right.
You might be a celebrity.
Right.
So, just having that feel, I just took myself outside the equation of being a fan.
Right.
And that what got me to a point where I'm like, yeah, you're a celebrity, but, you still here.
And like I said, he the only one. But lately, okay, well, of course, the Drummer Boys and the Memphis Hits and all that, that was my family. But like I said, I need to get you again, Anthony. Let's make it happen, bro. Look.
I think a lot of celebrities, now I'm going to be honest with you, I have to tell my team to tell me who they are.
Yeah.
Because I ain't seen these folks that I don't know. I don't know what they look like. They can walk by me. I promise, I'm going to tell you prime example. Skinny Pimp was at the rocking chair.
Yeah.
And we had Lenny Williams in the building. Mm-hmm. So I knew Lenny.
Right.
So Skinny Pimp was walking around, I'm looking, I'm paying no attention to nobody, And he said something to me. He was like, hey, it's finally glad to meet you. I was like, oh, okay. nice to meet you too. And he never did say who he was. He was like, yeah, I heard you the mouth of the South. I said, well, yeah, you can say that.
Yeah.
And then he said, well, nice to meet you. I heard so much about you and I done seen you show. I'm like, okay.
Right.
Still didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
I done left for the night and my team and took pictures with this man.
Wow.
And I'm sitting there like, and everybody said, that's Skinny Pimp.
Yeah.
Man, hear your calling for man. You tell me that I'm talking Skinny Pimp, didn't
and
know.
And nobody tell you. Listen. Look, we're gonna get right back to that. But look, guys, we're gonna come right back. We're gonna pay some bills. Look, guys, I got my special guest right here, man. This family right here. We got Monee Phillips right here on the Chris podcast show. Don't go nowhere, guys. For the pay some bills, we'll be right back.
All right.
Thank y'all so much. Look, we had to pay some bills right quick. But look, I'm still in the building right here at the Memphis Music Room right here in Memphis, Tennessee. And I still got my special guest. We still got family in the building right here. Monee Phillips, the host of the Monee Phillips show here in Memphis, Tennessee.
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Listen, before we left off, man, we were having a great conversation. You feel me? So again, let's get right back into it. We was talking about just how media matters so much.
Yes.
And just basically just doing the things that we've been doing. So, do you remember what we was talking about?
Yes, we were talking about them celebrities and how we pretty much, handle the weight of being
exactly,
being a fan,
right,
you know, and just being the media person. I can imagine so many people that interview celebrities. I see Sherry all the time. When Janet Jackson came, that was like a shock to her. Like, this is my fan, Janet Jackson. Man, I don't know what I would be. But look, I like to have fun. So if Janet Jackson was to be right beside me and we was interviewing, automatically I'm like, Janet, you got to show me how to do the 5 for the countdown. You know what I'm saying? So it would have been, I try to make a little fun out of certain things to get me to where I want to be, so looking at the fan, being a fan. Right. It's a lot of things that I do, I think about when I'm seeing a celebrity. And I know off top, I never have no cue cards, y'all. I just talk off the whip.
Yeah,
you know
I do too. Yeah,
I think it's better that way. You get a better feeling and a vibe. Right. I have a lot of people like, I don't want to interview. Now I'm telling you, we have situations where celebrities do not want to get interviewed. But I kind of like talk to them and be like, just get a picture with me. And I'll be like, that's good enough for me. A picture speaks 1,000 words, y'all. So whether we get an interview or not.
Or a picture,
man, we fine with it. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody have rules, managers, and all of them have rules and regulations. And I remember going to the Johnny Gill concert, y'all. And we was down at the Cannon Center, and they was like, Johnny do not want to have no interviews. He's not doing no pictures and this, that, and the other. And I had my man DC in the building with me. He knew him. He remembered him. And a New Edition had came. That was in a interview a while back at a radio station. And just so happened, Johnny Gill remembered him. Yeah. And I was with him.
Right.
We stayed to the end, and the whole night we were fighting with security and manager. They were like, we ain't getting no picture, we ain't getting no picture. And man, Johnny Gill came and said something to him. He said, man, next time, and then he said, hey man, can we get a picture? And he was like, yeah, you know, the whole time looking at the manager, I said, nah, you know what I'm saying? But we ain't got our picture, but you know, on the strong survive, you know what I'm saying? A lot of media be like, man, forget that, man, I tried another day, but you gotta be, that's the dedication into me.
Yes.
You know, I have to have people on the team with me that, you know what my strive and my goal is. Man, you might not get no interview, but have your camera out. Anything can happen. So my team has gotten used to what I mean about that. You know what I'm saying? It's very important because, man, we can miss a nip or something. I'm like, where were you when I had, when you called me back here? You know what I'm saying? You have to be behind. When I said behind me, you gotta follow me like I'm the president, cause I might take off like, come on, where you at? Come on here. You don't know what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? They're like, come on, I'm looking for you. Like, okay,
because every moment counts when you in an atmosphere like that.
And that's how I got my team. I got my team where to a point where they understand what I'm saying now, cause they get it. I get it. Be with me. Don't be about you. Because if you think about you'll miss everything. And your focus is not gonna be on what we trying to do. So man, just having the fun of being the talk show host. I really enjoy y'all, man. This is running my passion of helping. When you have a passion of helping people, that's a different feeling. That's a different feeling. Like, you know, it's like that's my goal, y'all. You know, just making y'all feel good, and you know, I love to see them smile. I love to hear people say, you know, you motivate me. You know, I took a step up, and you know, and I was just telling Chris about Glorilla was on my show, y'all, and she hadn't made it big yet. She was like, man, she had made it big the next following year, but she never had it just a real good interview. And she told me, she was like, I was kind of scared, but man, she took off, and then the interviews was never a whole lot of interviews for her. So but the interviews started coming when she actually made it big, and then at that point, she didn't know what this, you know, it was like, oh man, all these interviews just hitting all at once. So, you know, that's why I tell artists, make sure you get your interviews in so you'll be comfortable getting interviewed.
This to be the rehearsal right here. This to be your rehearsal right here. So, look, we got food being brought to us while we doing the podcast. The Uber Eats guy that just came in the building.
Don't be doing me like that.
Guys, look, it's going down right here on the Chris and Chris show, man. We got food just come through the door. So, look, you know, just like what you said about Glorilla, you know, the crazy part about it is, like, you know, I have a lot of artists to where they don't know how to get interviewed. Like you said, it's our first one. So you basically kind of like, you know, broke her cherry for that, for the, you know, to say the
she was like, she said, I hadn't did one in a long time, and it probably would have maybe been like the second, third one, but it was still fresh to her. And but she took off, and the interviews was constantly coming. At this point, you don't know how it is. You looking at the Breakfast Club. You sitting up there like, oh man, we don't know what question they finna ask me. But that's what I'm saying. Interviews are very important. Artists gets part of artist development. And that's when you come on my show, I tell people all the time, like, it's not just about performing on my show. I'm going to elevate you and just help you, push you where you need to be. Like learning different things about the music field, being, you know, different people that I can just connect you to that'll help you promote your business and being an artist. And it's a whole lot to learn. And might get educated on this stuff, man. Don't just be out here willy-nilly like I made like an album. And I tell people, cut them albums down. Don't do no 30 songs. Ain't nobody listen to all.
I promise you. Not today anyway.
Y'all ain't Machiavelli.
He the only one we're gonna listen to that long, for real. So y'all ain't
cut them songs, them albums. Give them something to go into. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe 10 songs on it, running back 5, you know what I'm saying? Then it come with another album or something, or you know, a single. But you know, I just tell people that the hard work and dedication is real when you putting your money behind everything. I always have them laughing all the time because I be like, get you some professional pictures, please.
That way. Like, look, see, the iPhone, like, guys, we know the difference from the iPhone. But go ahead and invest into a real photography session.
Yes.
You
It
feel
don't
me?
cost
We
much,
needing
y'all.
that, and then you guys understand why. You feel me? Because I had to make sure that at my artist, we had a photographer to where it was unlimited.
Yeah.
So we got like so many varieties because it gives us a lot of choices, guys. Because y'all might just end up being a host of an all-black affair.
Yeah, and you ain't got
all
no
white
pictures.
affair. You ain't got no pictures already. You feel me?
Y'all cropping these pictures out. I be so tickled. Y'all be cropping these pictures out, sitting on the back of your Chevy box and all that, or in the mirror, looking good. You know, the picture that you take in front of the picture with holding the phone. That is not a professional picture.
It's not.
But you know, I came up with that too for the talk show. I ended up hiring Chris Jefferson. Man, he been doing great things on with the Monee Phillips show, and I decided to come get somebody professionally to get y'all pictures. So if you have pictures, there you go. You got pictures on the show. That's your resume. Pictures are showing you doing interviews, behind the scenes, pretty much pictures with me. You got something to show. So those are professional pictures, y'all, and I wanted to add that to them. You know what I'm saying? So that really kind of helped a whole lot of y'all that came on my show that didn't have pictures, and they love them to death. Having them pictures right now to the day, real celebrities are using his pictures for promo.
Wow.
And so it just, you know, he was learning as he go. I started from this, you know, from the bottom, and now it ain't like this. And everybody got him doing a whole lot of other things, the things that he never thought he would be doing. The elevation is real. I just want people to live their life, and I feel like they talented everything. You want to be treated as such.
Right.
And I gave him opportunity to elevate his talent. And now every time he talked to me, like, Monee, I wouldn't even think about what I would be doing being a photographer like this. I was just taking pictures.
Right.
I was like, no, you got to be creative and do your thing. And that's all of them. Even my DJ.
Right.
Tell my DJ the same way. Like, he was at the radio station, but it's a different format when you're on TV. You got to learn how to introduce the host before it come on, and being on TV, that was like a shock, like, huh? So, you know, just getting tuned into that and hyping up the show, that was a whole nother theme I wanted. That's just something that I just came up with, like, I want to hype up the show.
Right.
I want the people that come in, the audience that come in, and I had that too. I got people coming in, they got their
seen
supporters.
you doing a Soul Train line.
Yes.
With some artists. I don't really put you out. Guys, I'm watching her show, right? Look, they got the Soul Train line going. I see Monee Phillips, she comes down the Soul Train
Well,
line.
how we end up with the Soul Train line?
I'm
I'm gonna tell you how we ended up with the Soul Train line. Okay, my birthday was coming up. We always celebrate. All my employees, you know, my DJ, my cameraman. If our birthday come along, we celebrate. We also celebrate for my anniversary of the show. But I came up with the Soul Train line just to celebrate, our born day or success for the show.
Right.
And man, and whoever was there on that show got a chance to come down the Soul Train line. Then it became to where people like, it's my birthday.
Oh,
so now I'm gonna have to do that for people that come on the show, and if it's their birthday, we get a chance to roll out the red carpet and give them an opportunity. But they was loving it, like they was having fun with it, and we enjoyed it too, man. It's just something that there was nothing that I had planned.
Look,
you know what I'm saying?
But that's what made it so great though, because there was not a normal Monee Phillips thing that happened.
Yeah.
It was just spontaneous.
Yeah.
You just came up, and then I looked at it. It was different to me.
Yeah.
You feel me? And I'm like, wow. And then you got Yayo Santana, guys who you wouldn't see doing stuff like that. Like
they cool with me, man.
That's what I'm saying.
They love me, and man, they second time coming on the show, and I get hyped with it. Even when the owner SVP comes and get hyped with them, and she was singing a couple songs, I be like, you don't know nothing about this.
Right.
But just to know that our family, when they come and support me, is everything. I have a ball every time anybody come on the show.
Right.
Like I said, I had DJ Zerk on there. Man, we was kicking it. Kilo G, man, we was all on there.
Zerk,
man, we had a ball that night, and man, just to know people been around me. Yeah, he was there. He was there. And you know, it just had been a long time since you, like I said, you heard it a long time. And when I saw him, I was like, Kilo, you know. So
like, wow.
so man, got a chance to chop it up with them. Like I said, different people from all over. I had Zeke on there. Zeke Dog, man, he come on the show. He told me, he was like, they don't know you as Karen. I know you Karen. He was school with me.
Right.
So he like, they were like, Monee, but I know us Karen. But certain people know my real name.
Right.
But Monee has really expanded. Me coming up with with Monee was my daughter's middle name, and I had to come up with a name for being a model, and I wanted something different.
Right.
And then everybody like, they really fit you, you know.
And look, it does, and I apologize because I've been saying Monee.
But look, they call me Mo. They call me Money.
Yeah.
They call me Monee. I mean, I know who you're talking to. But at the end of the day, man, I just, you know, if you can't think about the name, Miss Phillips is perfect.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I enjoyed the journey of meeting so many of y'all in this field. And you know, I wouldn't take it back for nothing in the world. Just being something that you know, getting up and everybody like, you getting ready for your job? I'm like, yeah, going to my job, y'all. You know what I do on Friday nights, and I love it, y'all. I love meeting new people, and I love seeing y'all elevate. Yeah. And that means a lot to me. Even the ones that been on my show, and I see them doing different things, I'm like, yeah, they listen to me, they pay attention, and that means a lot to me if you listen to someone. This just wants you to elevate, man. This is all about being in the media field. If you ain't doing it to help nobody, then this ain't it.
I swear.
This ain't it. This just to help you, trying to help folks. You know what I'm saying? So that was my goal, and I'm still pushing y'all, man, for more greatness. Like I said, man, if you thinking about one year music in the movies, this is a perfect opportunity. Just make sure you know, get that done, get that right, do it the right way, get your music, you know, done correctly. And then you can get your music all over in different fields. You never know where it may lead to. People hearing your music all over the world, and that's good. That's a good look for y'all. So make sure y'all stay motivated and dedicated and learn, get educated.
Right. What you just said. So listen, before we let you get up out of here, I know you got some stuff you got going. I got some. I know I'm gonna make sure I get into this food right here. Okay. And then we got a concert a little bit later on. Here at the Memphis Music Room. So those that's already attached, listen, go to the Music Room, Memphis Music Room online, www.memphismusicroom.com, guys. Go on Ticketmaster, and that way you guys can see the concert that'll be here tonight. This guy, he's gonna tear it up. I can't remember his name right now, but he's someone that's notable. He got over 1 million views, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, he got 1 million views and 1 million likes and people that's following him. So it's not about me not knowing him. 1 million other people do. So I'm behind. Yeah. But just to have you here again, I appreciate it. Before we get out of here, would you like to let everybody know where they can follow you at so they can keep in contact with you? And also make sure you leave information for those artists to be able to sit their music so they can get their music put on the big screen.
Yes. So look, man, you always can check the website out, and you can book that way, the MoneePhillipsShow.com. Check their website out. We on Facebook, Monee Phillips Show. Instagram, Monee Phillips Show. Of course, you can check all the shows on all those platforms. YouTube, Monee Phillips Show. Everything, TikTok, Monee Phillips Show. You can most definitely check all of those out. We have plenty of pictures and views of things I do. You can book any of those ways on the website, of course. And also, you can just DM me, inbox me, and if we can get the artists schedule in, I'll let you know the dates and the price to come on the show. Man, it's like no other. I roll out the red carpet for you. You get a chance to eat, you take pictures. You can't beat that, man. I'm telling you, you're going to love the experience, and you'll always talk about it. Make sure y'all download the app SVP Network. That's where you can see the show on TV. It's all over the world, y'all. We on Fire TV, Roku, Apple TV. We also on Comcast 17. So make sure y'all download that app. It's SVP. S is in Sam, V is in Victor, P is in Paul, TV Network. So make sure y'all check it out, man, and that way you'll get a chance to see it on TV. And the reason why we have it on TV like that, man, I'm telling you, when you're out with your family cookout, Memorial Day weekend, this weekend, if you've been on my show, just go to the app, man, and show the show.
Yeah.
And
You
sit
have a
down.
binge watch.
And you can have your family and say, man, I was on the show. Check the show out. Perform. I did my artist development and got a chance to get an interview in. I mean, perfect thing to do. If you want to book me for being a model, a host, or just come on the talk show, and also your music, just contact me and I will tell you where to go with Rip Entertainment Film, and I will send your music straight to him, and that way you can get your music viewed by him, and that way y'all can get your music in the movies. So man, make sure y'all do it. If you're thinking about being an actor, hey, I got you on there, Rip Entertainment Film.
Tell them.
I'm telling you right now, this is the way to do it. Also, you want your brand in the movies. I do that too.
Right.
Wardrobe stylist of Rip Entertainment Films. Hit me up, inbox me. I'll give you the contract and the price to put your paraphernalia in the movie. And you can be, and I'm gonna put you with somebody who's in a star level, like Cream or other celebrities that we have on the set that will be wearing your gear, be wearing your clothing, including myself. I'm in the movie too, so of course I be playing different roles as well. So I do go around and go to different boutiques and wear their clothing, so you'll get credit at the end of the film. So no other way to do that, man. I'm telling y'all, I'm here to bless y'all. I love each and every one of y'all that have supported me and everything. I'm talking about for being a model, actor, and the talk show host and the host. I'm telling you, great things have come, more to come. We got more visions with Chris and all of us, media.
I'm telling you,
and man, I'm telling you, man, y'all gonna see us, man. We're gonna be out here. I'm telling you, August gonna be dope again. The Iconic Awards is coming back in Memphis, Tennessee, with so many celebrities. Michael Dockery is getting the thing going right now. So man, I'm telling you, if you ain't got tickets to that, you need to make sure you be there this time, because last year was crazy. Bananas.
I gotta make sure I'm there.
I'm thinking bananas.
I was there last
See?
year. I gotta make sure I'm there.
Yes.
We're gonna make sure you guys got the information
Yes.
to that. Not just only that, but making sure that you guys can stay in contact with Monee Phillips.
Yes.
I have an artist that's coming down
Yes.
before Juneteenth. Okay. And I'm needing your information so I can get him on your show.
Okay.
That's June 17th for Juneteenth Festival. He's going to be here performing. He's an R&B singer.
Okay.
His name is Wally B.
Okay.
And so I'm gonna send you the information.
It'd
You
be
feel me?
perfect time. It's Father's Day weekend. We can go
Right.
ahead and do
Yeah.
that thing and
Hey.
go out with a bang on
Hey,
Father's
go
Day
out with a bang,
weekend.
for
So,
real.
hey, man, we can make it happen. Like I said, man, I'm all for that. I do want that. I want people to get the exposure that they need, and I'm here for that. So don't just think about being an artist. If you have your own business, I'm here to promote you. You got an event that's coming up. Great promotion on the Monee Phillips show where we'll talk about it.
Yep.
We do fashion shows, y'all. I done had that on the show with people showing their wardrobe. We also have line dances. I done had Craig and his whole crew. Man, they all came on the show, and
Craig and
man,
him.
yeah, they all the older women that came on the show and did their line dances that you seen at the Memphis Grizzly games during halftime. They came on the Monee Phillips show. All 30 of them was on my stage. So just having fun and showing different stuff. You got I do dances and all that different stuff with them to learn different things to show y'all. Look, hey, I'm like them. I like to groove and move too. So we have fun on the Monee Phillips show. So look, like I said, MoneePhillipsShow.com. Make sure you book your spot every Friday night, 8 p.m. This is what we do, y'all. And man, I hope to see y'all real again and real soon. Hope so, real soon.
Definitely. We're gonna make sure we make that happen right there. And again, my sister, I appreciate you.
Thank you so much for having me.
The Chris and Chris podcast show. You feel me? I mean, I would be remiss.
Well, that's the end.
We signed it out.
We signed it out. Out of here.